All right, everyone, here we go with the week of April 20th through the 26th, 2025. It's a big week. We got a lot going on. I mean, seriously, I'm going to start your monthly readings probably on Tuesday, right, with an overview. It's going to keep me fairly busy. I got a pre-shuffle here, what actions they're likely to take. Okay, we got the context yesterday, what they're thinking and feeling in the Friday reading. I've got, in the pre-shuffle, I got a Page of Pentacles with a fueled by a Seven of Cups. It's really what's here. I mean, I've got an Eight of Swords, but it just helps me read the Seven of Cups. It's everybody's person. Everybody's got somebody, maybe a lot of somebody's, I don't know. But everybody's got somebody attached to them. Maybe it was a runner or whatever that learned a lesson in some capacity in regards to your connection. They just kind of are confused about it. They learned it wrong, or they skimmed it, you know. They got the cliff notes of the lesson. You know, it's a bit of that. You know, they didn't read all the instructions. They didn't read the whole lesson. And again, they're a bit confused. But I do have an incoming energy. It is slow with the Six of Swords, but somebody did learn a lesson. I just don't know that they learned it exactly right with that Seven of Cups there. I don't know. Or they did get it right, but everybody perceives things a little differently. I guess we could read it that way if we want to be optimistic. Anyway, what actions they're likely to take. All right, just like the Friday reading, we're splitting the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. I put the signs there, but I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. There's no timestamps because everything is energy and everything is connected. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you. All right, this reading, we do clarify. It's a big reading. I've taken extra bacon and Advil. So we good. We're ready to roll here. All right, let's do this. We had some interesting things come up in the Friday reading the other day, so this should be very interesting. Let's see where we go. The overall, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Terry here for a reason, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I did not sell you a chicken that time, but I did have to go fast because I almost forgot the stuff there. Again, it's timeless. It might happen next week, might happen the week after. I'm not a time lord. Two of Swords, the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. And that is fueled by 5 wands. Yeah. Oh. And there's Justice. That's very interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Our story begins with Aries, position 1, ends with Pisces, position 12. Again, about 9 out of the 12 should resonate. Never mind the signs, just pay attention to the numbers. Number 1, Aries, where do we begin? 9 of Cups. If wishes were horses. I got that sort of it's got that sort of an energy. Our story begins with a wish. Can we phrase it that way? I mean, everything's connected here. It is a story. It is the soulmate cycle, just split into 12 pieces so we can really break it down and look at it. All right? Let's just see. We start with a wish. Why is the wish here? Why is this here? And this is closely tied to the overall energy, so I'll get back to that in a second. The Ace of Cups crosses. Yes, somebody. This is what I got in the. Did I get this in the Mercury reading? There's some reading. I got somebody wants a do-over. Okay, somebody wishes they could do it over. Is that what came up in the Friday reading here too? Was this the one that got the Magician? Was that okay? Somebody doesn't know what to do here. They don't have a clue. They're too much in their head. Okay? It's not enough to stop them. But we certainly, if you do have somebody coming towards you this week, they're going to be very confused. They're going to be actually a walking contradiction in some way. This is usually a walking contradiction. Okay? I don't know. I don't know how else to phrase it. They might say one thing and act out another. They might pretend that they're not interested in you, yet they're sporting a huge boner. I mean, I have no idea. It's some sort of a contradiction, right? Well, you don't like me. What the hell is that? What's going on down there? Are you storing pencils in there or something? I mean, what's going on? That'd be a bit of an insult, wouldn't it? Pencils? What do you mean pencils, right? Broomsticks. No, pencils. Okay, pencil. Number 2 pencil. What's on top? 7 of Pentacles. Oh, that's good. I'm going to remember that one. 7 Pentacles. Why is that here? Because I don't think it's divine timing. 9 of Swords. Yeah, again, a walking contradiction. Somebody thinks they're ready to come get it, but then they're not. Then they are, but they're not. They act all confident, but they're not confident. There's a lot of anxiety underneath this wish. If it's that Sheryl Crow song from back in the day, if it makes you happy, then why are you so sad? It's a bit of that. It's a contradiction in emotion. Okay, I don't know. If this person shows up, it's going to be weird. Okay, but definitely don't call their dick chakra a pencil. Okay, Taurus, position 2, the Death card. Jesus, wow. I didn't write down what you got in this position the other day. It doesn't matter. This is. I think somebody might be headed your way. Somebody's done. All done. That's it. They're done running. They're done with whatever life they chose over you. They're done with it. It's over. They've picked it clean. They've done it. If you were with this person and they left you to go bang somebody younger or to sow their royal oats in some way, right? They've done everything they need to do. Everything that was on the checklist, they did it. Bang 20-year-old, check. Bang 19-year-old, check. Bang 30-year-old, check. Drive a Ferrari, check. It's all there, right? Buy a Corvette, check, right? Get a suntan on my bald spot, check. It's all there. They've done it all. Now what? It's the same thing. I get a midlife crisis energy out of this. It doesn't have to be. It's just midlife. People can have midlife crisis in their fucking 20s. You know, some people do. But I get a bit of that. And like all midlife crises, they reach a point where you just, you know, you're burned out on it. You did it all. Now what? You reach the now what point. Right? Happens all the time. Let's see where we go here with the Death card. Somebody's at the now what point, is my point. It's crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, they do. They want their life back. Environmental energy is 10 of Pentacles. What did I say? You saw my checklist. Bang 20-year-old, bang 19-year-old. You do the 20-year-old first. Then you bang the 19-year-old. You got a fair comparison that, well, anyway. You bang 20, bang 19, drive a Ferrari, get a Corvette. Well, I mean, whatever the fuck I said. Yeah, they're done. Now, the environmental energy is all about this. It's a dog. It's the sitting down. It's the old people growing old with somebody, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they all done with their midlife crisis, we'll call it. Doesn't have to be. Don't take me literally. Okay? Well, it can't be my person. My person's not midlife. Listen, I've seen 19-year-olds have midlife crisis type energy, right? Freaking out, stuff, robbing liquor stores, you know. Go to do it now while I'm young, man. Really? You have to rob a liquor store? Really? You know, I mean, I don't know. My friend Mark had midlife crisis at fucking 19. He started breaking in people's houses and stuff like that. I don't know why. He was just doing it for the adrenaline rush, I guess. I don't know. He outgrew that. Sitting in county jail. Right there on top is the Page of Pentacles. It's a true story. I mean, I thought he was having some kind of mental breakdown. He was just getting something out of his system. So people have midlife crisis type energy at all ages. Somebody has learned all they can from this. Okay? Learned all they can. Banged all the 19-year-olds they can. Okay? Learned enough. Yep. There you go. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? 4 of Swords. Now they're done. They've healed. They got it out of their system. They learned everything they need to learn. I mean, it's everything. Now they're ready for this. Okay? So I think they might come your way. I don't know what you got yesterday, but I imagine this person had some kind of a mental overload or something, reached a point where, you know, that's it. It's over. Right? Next up, Gemini position 3, the Star. I shouldn't say this. It'll give other tarot readers a heart attack. I don't like it. I don't like this energy. I don't like it. It's a star kind of. The energy it's not reversed. I read reversals. Cards come out upright. It's not a reverse. It's about like that. It's about 4 o'clock, right? You know, it's what happens when you doubt a dream. Okay? It's a dream you know can happen. Oh, I know I can have this. But then you doubt it. And it's an energy of raining on someone's parade, right? Peeing on a dream, you know, that kind of a thing. It is what it is. Now, it's the opposite of the Bon Jovi song, Living on a Prayer, right? Remember Living on a Prayer? Whoa, we'll make it, I swear. This is peeing on a dream. He never did that. He never did that song. He wanted to keep it upbeat to make more money. All right? Living in sin. He was always living in sin or living on a prayer. Is he okay? You know, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. What the hell? The star, why is it here? His wife seems real nice too. I don't see her doing any of that. Well, anyway, maybe he had a secret life she don't know about. I don't know. The star is crossed by the Six of Swords. Yeah, something seems too easy to this person. What actions are they going to take? Look, the odds are they're probably coming towards you. But somebody thinks it's too easy. Somebody's suspicious of something. Why do I get that? Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Look, it's too easy. There's something underneath. All right, what's on top? I like this. Now I like it. I don't like it, but I love the drama here. I like that. 10 of Cups. There's the dream. What did I say? Why am I your second favorite? I don't understand. I spent all that time talking about a dream. This is the dream fucking energy. It's right there. It's hazy. But it all seems too easy to this person. So they pee on it. They get suspicious. It's not. It's just divine timing. It is smooth for them to come towards you, but they're doubting that, which is slowing them down. The third slowest energy in the tarot. Okay? I'm telling you. Energy reading is easy. If you can put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5,000. Why is the 10 of Cups here? The sun. It's a beautiful dream. But somebody's taking it slow. All right? I feel like somebody's... What's the bridging energy here? Just out of curiosity. The Temperance. It's guided. It's divinely guided. It's protected by an angel. It's beautiful energy, but somebody's taking their time. There's nothing stopping them from coming towards you except this feeling, this judgment-y kind of, it just is the eeriness of the card, the karma here. There's a lot of karma. This is karma in this deck. There's karma attached to this person and their life, what they're coming to you from. There's a lot of karma attached to that. And that can be hard to break free from. You know, there's a bit of Stockholm Syndrome in play here, where this person has a jailer, so to speak, that they've grown fond of. You know, kind of a thing like that, or whatever. I don't know. There is a bit of Stockholm Syndrome here. And they're letting that pee on the dream. It should be smooth as silk. This, by all accounts, should be somebody you've been waiting for finally showing up. I mean, I got all the beautiful energies here. The sun, by default, because the sun is here, it makes this a minor arcana sun. I've got the angel, Temperance, with a rainbow and probably some unicorns somewhere in here. I mean... It's unreal. Okay? Odds are this person, I would give a strong probability this person shows up sometime very soon. This person reaches out to you. I see no reason not to. But again, they might be a little contradictory. They might be a little paranoid about something they should be extremely happy about. You know? All right. I'm just saying. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle, position 4. It bookends over here. I wrote it down. It had the devil yesterday, the devil that threw me, because they're dreaming that you're with them all the way. 8 of Cups. Well, this bookends over here. It's red with this. This is 9 Cups. This is somebody walking away from 8 broken cups toward 9 Cups. Again, just wait for it. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to clarify it. It should mean that they're coming your way. It should. It should. It should. Your energy's very attractive. Maybe it does. I don't know. They're very worried about it. All of these cards are tied in here. We've already got a 7 of Pentacles. It's already what I said about contradictory sort of thing. Okay. If it makes you happy, why are you so sad? If you want to go for it, why aren't you? If your lips are getting cut up drinking out of these 8 broken cups, why are you still drinking out of them? You like bloody lips? Is that a thing? Is that the name of your band? So you got to keep your lips bleeding all the time? I mean, I don't know. What's going on? Give it to I love tarot. I do. It's just the perfect medium. You can ask it a question. You could pray for whatever. Pray for information, and it has. If there's a medium, it'll give it to you. It always will. You know, even if you don't have cards handy, it'll give it to you on a fucking napkin. It's the moon. It's this fucking just fear of just whatever, all kinds of the environmental energy is one of, think of like a ghost. It's like a ghost energy of sorts. But there's a paranoia attached to it that I can't. I mean, she went outside in the rain with her thing. There's nobody there. Okay? It's just this weird fucking, what's on top? 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Why is that here? 10 of Wands. Again, the same type of thing here. Yeah, the energy feels right for me to go get my dream. Oh, but I don't know. Yeah, 8 broken cups. Tired of my lips being cut up. I want something with Steve's viewer. Oh, but I don't know. It's tricky. It's a 10 of Wands. It's hard for this person. It's hard for this pushing person to push back. I don't think they trust. I don't think, whatever this energy is, I think on some level it spreads to everybody's person because this is the all signs position. But in the Cancerian position here, which is the largest number of people affected in this soulmate cycle, I don't think this person trusts that there's a connection. There is, they can feel it, they like it, they want it, but I think they keep second guessing themselves. Oh, well, what if I don't want to? There's this fear that they're going to make a fool of themselves. Okay? And what's funny? What's really funny here is they're making a fool of themselves by not going towards you, at least with me. I can feel that energy. You know, again, if it makes you happy, why the fuck aren't you going for it? Well, okay, you know what? What's the bridging energy here? We're going to need it here. See? I ain't making this shit up. Look. Right? They get in their own way. They don't trust. You know, she can get out of this little cage, this little 8 of Swords cage. She blindfolded, sure, but she's tied up all wrong, okay? And her legs are free. She's free to walk. There's plenty of space for her to walk away and get out of there. She could even bend down and use one of those to get the blindfold off, but somebody doesn't have faith. They lack faith in their own ability to be right, to trust what they feel. They don't trust what they feel, all right? And the net result, the byproduct of that is usually paranoia. Anytime I meet somebody who doesn't trust their own instincts or trust what they feel, they always read as paranoid to me. They always do, because when we don't think about it, we get through life on instincts. Back in the days when we were hunter-gatherers, right, taking down the woolly mammoths with our spears and shit, back then we trusted our instincts. We lived on our spidey sense. We still do. It's beaten out of us by first grade, oh, that's nonsense, you need to be in the practical world and all that stuff. I just didn't allow that to happen. I didn't listen to the damn teachers. But at the end of the day, that's what's going on here. People that don't trust their own instincts, it reads as paranoia. And it reads as paranoia because their instincts are trying to tell them to do something and they're not listening. So you get sort of a short circuit of sorts. All right, but that's what's going on there. That's why the devil came up yesterday. There you go. Position 5. Covert affairs over here. The Leo soap opera. Page of Cups. Somebody's got a new lease on life here. What actions they going to take? I don't know. They might float their way towards you, see if you got some bread. You got any bread for this little ducky? You might. Let's see. Page of Cups. Why is it here? This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this one. All right, let's see where we go. I love it when this happens. A lot of people don't understand why, but it brings a smile to my face. Page of Cups. Crossing Page of Cups. Yeah. This person, I talk about a short circuit over here. This person's made a complete circuit. They know exactly what they want, and they think they've got it under control. Okay? They think they've got their feelings under control, and so, which means they can go after whatever they want. This is an energy that's often afraid it's going to have an outburst, or it's going to, sometimes in the past it may have acted impulsively. This person may have acted impulsively and gotten themselves in trouble. I say many times in the Leo soap opera, if you research this person's past, you will see many times, I'm sure, at least one or two, where they fucked up, where they said something they shouldn't and it became a big thing, and you know, whatever. They're a blurter. They blurt things out. It could just be a Thanksgiving dinner. You know, they just blurt out some shit. Well, fuck you, you know, whatever kind of a thing like that. It starts a big whatever, oh, why'd I say that? This person thinks they got their emotions under control and they're ready to go out. They might come towards you, right? They don't have them under control. You see that tidal wave behind her? She can't see that. We can, all right? But they think they've got it. They think they got it. What's on top? Here they come. Knight of Wands. I mean, it's really obvious energy. This is very common. I see this a lot. All right. Knight of Wands. Why is it here? Yeah, Three of Swords. Again, they're cruising for a bruising. They don't see it coming. All right. I'm not sure if this person's coming toward you or if they're going towards something else or someone else that reminds them of you. Whoever they're going toward is going to result in another embarrassment or another. I think it's cyclical. Everything, most people's things, most energy is cycles. You know, if you take someone who has depression, for example, it comes around in cycles. Sometimes, as far as that dip goes, where they lock themselves in their room with a bunch of bonbons and just binge watch TV, and you don't want to go anywhere near that room. You know, it comes around in cycles. This person here with their blurting, it might be depression related, I don't know. But with their blurting and stuff like that, it's on a cycle. It might be 18 months, it might be 3 years, I don't know. But I think it's come around again. And it's time. And every time it comes around, they feel like they got their emotions under control. It's not that they feel like they're going to go crazy. They feel like they're going to go crazy in the in-between. And when the cycle comes around, oh, I got it under control now, I'm ready. And then they go out and do something stupid. And it ends like this. They about to go out and do something stupid. Say something stupid on social media. Say something stupid to somebody. Tell their spouse they want to leave and without really thinking about the ramifications of that, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if it's toward you or if it's just toward something in their life, but it is that cycle that's coming around. And I think we talked about that in a recent Leo reading, soap opera reading. I think we did. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes you guys show up here, my wild card spot. 5 of Cups. It's not you this time. You were I was hoping it was going to give me more on your output energy. Maybe it'll show up in the other wild card spot, the Aquarius, position 11. I don't know. Somebody's ashamed that they blamed you for something that was their fault. It was their fault. They know it was their fault. They're ashamed that they blame you for it. Are they going to do anything about that? I don't think so. But somebody that blamed you for their failure, if you will, on some level, it feels like a failure, feels bad about that. There's guilt. Maybe shame, but it feels more like guilt. Somebody feels guilty. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's the Magician. This person, the energy around this person, environmental energy, it could be the people around them, are forcing some sort of lead into gold sort of change into this person. For a brief moment, this person is willing to admit that they fucked up. There's something about you that they feel very guilty about. Okay? I think it's a cause and effect. I think it's because of either some people that are around them or just the energies in general. What's on top? I think it's temporary. What's on top? That's why I don't think they come towards you. See, the Two of Swords, I don't think they're going to do anything about it. You know, they don't know what to do about it. Maybe they don't know how to reach you. Maybe too much time has passed. I don't know. They don't know what to do about it. Why is that here? Death card. You know, for them, this reconciling with this guilt is closure. What's the bridging energy? Yeah. It's the Devil. It's closure. It's something they've been obsessed with. Probably it's something they've been thinking about. Something they've been afraid of. Something they're afraid might repeat. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid they might hurt somebody else. So by acknowledging this, it's closure. I think they may have seen a therapist. This reads like they saw a therapist. What a therapist would do in this case is it would tell them to allow them to feel what you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel, and let's go ahead and just get it out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about these feelings. Let's talk about the feelings of guilt. Let's talk about what happened, and let's not shift blame. This reads like somebody saw a therapist. They're not going to do anything about it. I don't think they reach out to you, but it is closure for them. So it's karmic debt closure for you with this person. You, because of what happened, you helped this person grow. You helped this person raise their frequency. That can only work out, that can only bring some good karma your way. It reads to me like they saw some kind of therapist. Okay, I don't know why that's coming in this reading. Maybe you need to know it. Okay, maybe it's very specific. And if you know what I'm talking about, then it's for you. If not, hey, maybe it's future influence. I don't know. Somebody feels guilty here, and they've dealt with it, and that's good. That's a good thing. I don't see anything coming towards you, but they might. I don't know. The energy doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. Libra, position 7. 2 of Wands. Would have been better if this was a 2 of Wands, by the way, should I say. Would have been better. Then I might have changed my tune, but no. Somebody's nervous to talk to you, but they're going to do it anyway. It's almost like, I feel like somebody, it's not true, it's not what's happening, but, so don't take me literally, but I feel like that they're putting you in their appointment book. And to make them, and to puff themselves up and make themselves feel better, they're treating it like they're doing you a favor. I think they're just nervous to talk to you. That's what I get. Let's see. Am I right? 2 of Wands. Yeah, I would be nervous to talk to you. Coming to talk to the Empress. It's the environmental energy. Yeah. Somebody's got their. You're the one that they want. You're the one they want to talk to. I get it. Hangman underneath it. Going to change, maybe change your perspective on something. I don't know what's on top. King of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to straighten something out. They want to straighten, but why are they so afraid here? I didn't write down what you. Did you get this yesterday? Was this something about somebody afraid? I remember one of them was somebody was afraid to straighten things out because then they have to perform. And I gave some example about going to a job and telling them you know how to use something, and you can't go to the job and say, "Hey, how do I use this?" after you told them you were an expert in. Is that? Yeah. I think this might have been the same position. Why is there King of Pentacles here? Yeah, the World. Yeah. Again, they're nervous. I get the nerves. I do. Yeah, 5 of Wands. I get the nerves. They're all up in there. That's the bridging energy. They're all up in their head about coming to talk to you. They're definitely not going to chicken out. I don't think. The Empress. My God, that's a very attractive energy. But again, I think they can straighten it out, and then we can move on into a new world. This is the World. It's about a new era. It's about now that we've straightened this out, we move on. But I think they're nervous about it because then once they move on, they've got to perform in this new energy. And it might be difficult for this person. I don't know why. It could be any number of reasons, right? I don't know. Maybe they don't mix well in your world or something, and if they straighten it out and you guys become friends, then they got to go to your dinner parties and hang out with your people, and they don't feel right. Even though they love you, they don't love that. I mean, I don't know. It could play out 1,000 different ways. Take the read for what it is, though. That's pretty solid, and the cards backed it up a lot. Provided I'm right that that's what was there in the Friday reading, that it was that person that was nervous and whatever. Anyway, about straightening things out. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Scorpio, my hot Scorpios. 7 of Wands. Someone likes you more than you think. They may have put you on some kind of pedestal. Someone likes you more than you think. You have an advantage, or I could read it as you have an advantage. You have more of an advantage between you and another than you think. Right? I don't know. I've seen this a lot. I mean, I can give you examples, but people sometimes run with it and take me literally and go, "Well, that's not my situation." Again, that's what you sound like. But I mean, it could be like you work at the grocery store and you're dating somebody in the produce department, and you're dating somebody who's a high-level VP at a law firm. And they're a big, powerful lawyer. And you think that you're the lower ranking person in the relationship. Actually, you're the higher ranking person, right? I mean, sometimes that's the way it goes, you know, in relationships like that. I don't know. That's the way the energy reads. You have more power, or you have a higher ground than you realize between you and another person. All right? All right, here we go. All right. 4 of Cups, crossing that. Okay. What's on top here? King of Wands. Yeah, you have a lot of power here. Why is the King of Wands here? The King of Cups. What's the bridging energy? The 2 of Wands. Okay, the easiest way to read this energy, because these two would never be friends. Okay, let's just put it that way. The easiest way to read this energy is somebody, your mind might be about to be blown very soon when somebody approaches you. Let's just say, for the sake of having an analogy, they ask you out. Somebody you never in your wildest imagination would imagine would ask you out is about to ask you out. Okay? And again, I can't predict free will, but that's the way the energy reads. That's just what it's saying. You know, somebody you would never imagine. You're in the secretary pool. You're the secretary of the janitor. I mean, the lowest level fucking secretary in the whole building, and the CEO asks you out. That's how mind-blowing that energy is. Okay? All right. It doesn't matter. A fine ass is a fine ass. It makes no difference whether you're this janitor's secretary or someone crossing the street and the CEO run down the fucking elevator, run down the stairs and come and meet you. It doesn't matter. All right? Fine ass knows no status. Okay? At the end of the day. All right. Here we go. I mean, I think that might blow your mind. It certainly is with this here. These two, you know. I mean, it might not be banging. It might just be a friend. Somebody wants to be a friend that you never... These two would never be friends. The King of Cups and the King of Wands. The asshole and the stingy with the... Oh, God, no. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius. Right? Fire and water. Right? Sagittarius. Here we go. Sometimes separate from the cycle. Sometimes part of it. Ace of Cups. You and another person are about... This should have been almost a 2 of Cups. You and another person are about to have a meeting of the minds. You and another person are going to get a fresh start. You and another person are seeing eye to eye on something. All right? And it might lead to something. It could be love. It feels business related that leads to something. Be careful about crossing those lines if it is. But no, let's see. It might be a family member or a friend. I don't know. Let's see. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, crossed by the 8 of Wands. Yeah, absolutely. You're about to have a talk with somebody, and it goes surprisingly well. Can I phrase it that way? Surprisingly well. That might help you figure out who it is. It's somebody you're certainly separated from right now. There's a barrier between you two. What's on top? Yeah. Lovers. I'm not playing with you. It goes surprisingly well. They are moments away from the rent by the hour motel room, okay? Oh, we can't go back to my place. The kids are there. Well, let's go over here. And it says Seaside Motel. It's nowhere near the ocean. That's weird. Anyway, there you go. All right. We got one of those near here. It's the Seaside Motel. I'm just cracking. It's nowhere near the fucking water. I have no idea. Was the ocean in a different place when they built it? I don't even know. Anyway, why is the Lovers here? Page of Pentacles. You and another person are about... Okay, I'm going to phrase it. It's communication. A talk that goes better than you thought. Surprisingly well. You and another person are about to go where you've never gone before. Okay? In other words, go where you've never gone before. Get in the water, right? Okay. That's all I'm going to say. It looks pretty good to me. I mean, yeah. Hang there. New perspective. Go where... It's the bridging energy. I mean, okay. Capricorn, position 10. It could be business related. It could very well be. It could warm the cockle. It could have to do with your soul's true purpose. If you're on your soul's path, it could very well. That would show up as lovers and cups too. So don't worry. Doesn't have to be banging. Doesn't have to be the motel. Just trying to be dramatic and keep the reading interesting. That's all. It doesn't have to be a motel. Right? Could be the break room. That's kind of boring. Why would you rent a break room by the hour? I don't know. Anyway, position 10, Capricorn. Chariot. Oh, I wrote yours down. You had the star the other day. And I had to edit around it because I sat and stared at it for 5 fucking minutes. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. Something's about to be... I feel like it's a Cancerian energy, so it's part of the soulmate cycle. It's part of your journey. Something's about to be in your face. Somebody's bringing you something. Okay, I'm drawn to the pentacle around the horse's neck. See the pentacle around his neck? He's bringing me something. Okay. It's a practical thing. You didn't know you wanted. Okay. I had that happen with a food processor once. Somebody brought me a food processor. I'm like, no, I do all my own chopping. I don't need the food processor. Once I realized it could make short work of a potato into French fry, I mean, immediately, and now I realize I need a food processor. I mean, I don't need to spend. I like using the knives, but if I could get spirals in moments, I mean, I'm in, you know. All right, here we go. I think this is a little bit more than a food processor, okay? So let's see where we're at here with the chariot. Yeah, dude, this is a game changer. It's a tower. Well, the food processor was a bit of a game changer for me when it came to potatoes. But this is big. This is very big. Okay, what's on top? The 4 of Cups. What did I say? You're like, oh, Steve's got it wrong. No, I don't. They didn't know they needed a food processor. No. Somebody's about to bring you something. I don't think you knew you wanted it. I don't think so. I feel like this horse is just in my face, and there it is. Okay? 4 of Cups. Sometimes the 4 of Cups is read like the energy comes out. It's like an apathy energy where, you know, people are bringing you stuff and you don't care. You know, you're like, whatever. It's almost like a depression kind of a card. That's the sort of energy that's here. Someone's bringing you something. It's a big deal. That's the pentacle of the 10 of Pentacles. And you didn't know, but it's reading like you didn't know you needed it. So you might just take it and say thanks and put it up on a shelf. You know, sort of a thing. It's possible. Right? I did that with the food processor for a little while. Till I put a potato in there, let me tell you. All right, 4 of Cups. Justice. Yeah. It's exactly what it is, my food processor. No, it isn't. I mean, it's different for you, but it's playing out the same way. All right? It's justice. Something, you're about to receive something you didn't know you wanted. The catalyst energy for it is here this week anyway. I don't know if it shows up this week. I'm not a Time Lord. It might be next week or the week after. But whatever it is, this makes you very happy. Right? I enjoyed my homemade curly fries, I will tell you. I couldn't have done that shit with it. I mean, there you go. At the end of the day, makes you very happy. All right. I don't know. This is pretty wild. There's some big energy going on. Hey, look, Mars is changing signs. You know, I mean, there's a lot happening, and we still got one more dance with Venus and fucking Mercury when Venus moves into Aries at the end of the month and joins Mercury there. All kind of shit's going to happen with that. Those two, yeah, a lot of stuff's going to start moving forward, I will tell you that. We'll see. The May readings are going to be very interesting. Saturn changes signs. That's going to be very fun. Aquarius, my wild card spot. You didn't show up here, so you're probably showing up here. Wow, you are, in a big way. The World, most powerful card I can pull. This came up in a recent reading. I'm just going to say it again. It's been coming up. Your energy is going through some sort of transformation. This is what I thought was going to come out over here in reference to the Hermit that you had the other day that I got excited about because your energy was so big. Your energy's gone, has renewed. It's not new. It's not like different. It may have read as it's not that it's different. I'm gonna compare it to a computer reboot. When you restart your computer, you run out of resources, right? You restart, all the resources come back. All of a sudden, you got all your RAM back. Things are opening. Things are working. That's what this is. U 2.0, I guess. I mean, U11 instead of U10. I don't know. I don't know how else to phrase it. Why is the world here? I'm sure whatever it is, you are one fucking powerful manifester. Whatever fucking reading I did, that what I said to you, you are a powerful manifester. I don't know which reading it was. I have no fucking idea, but that energy is on crack this week. Okay? It's crossed by the 9 of Cups. You want it, you got it, Toyota. I mean, it is, you want it, you got it. Whatever it is you want. Be careful what you put out there. And I think I told you that in whatever the hell reading it was. What's on top? The star. I mean, come on. I mean, if that is not the most perfect card to put there to fall there based on what I just said, okay? I need to win this year's Terry Award. I really, honestly, that is unreal. It's not even a real award, but I'm just playing with you. But yeah, you are a powerful manifester this week, okay? Definitely. The energy is active this week on a high level. Again, the analogy I gave about the computer thing here is pretty solid. It's still you. You're still you. You're just stronger, faster. You're bionic now in some way. You know, you're stronger, you're faster. Why is the star here? 7 of Swords. What's the bridging energy? The Ace of Pentacles. Be careful what you put out there. Okay? This is a double-edged sword. Alright? You can have what you want, but this can be a whole lot of be careful what you wish for. Alright? You can get some bad karma for this if you use this manifesting power to, steal someone away from somebody or whatever. You can get stuff that's not for the greater good. Normally, you'll only get stuff that's for the greater good if you try to manifest. Like you can't steal somebody's spouse. If they're happy, it's not for the greater good. It'll knock energy out of balance. You, with the world, crossed by the 9 of Cups and the star, you can knock energy out of balance with your whatever. And the universe is encouraging you not to do that. Okay? So be careful. The bridging energy here is opt on the side of quality over quantity. Alright? Okay. Do what you want to do. But that's come up in past readings. All my readings tie together. So it is what it is. Pay attention to whatever reading I did where I said you were very powerful. Wow, this card just fell on the floor here. Hold on. Oh, 7 of Pentacles, another divine timing card. All right, Pisces, position 12. This is for you guys showing up here, so I harped on it for a bit because it's for most of you watching, right? I mean, this is important. Lots of people don't realize this. Power corrupts. I don't like power. I don't like it. Right here. Position 12, Pisces, always read with 1 and 5. 6 of Cups, somebody's returning. Yep. Didn't I tell you that yesterday? I did. You had the covert person. Yeah, I remember. Somebody returning here. Okay. Somebody from your past is returning. They are. Here they come. But are they bringing a broken heart with them? I don't know. They're bringing something with them. It's causing somebody else anxiety for them to come towards you. Remember, you're always read with 1 and 5. This, whatever reason, I don't know why 5. 1 I know, because the end of the story always ties to the beginning. But, that said, it's causing somebody else some stress that they're coming towards you. The net result is 3 of Swords, so be careful. Okay? Somebody might make a fool of themselves, like I said about the Leo thing. It might be just, they might show up. They might lie to you. They might tell you they split up with somebody when they didn't. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know if it's romantic or if it's just somebody you don't want to see again or didn't expect to see again, or somebody's breaking a rule to come see you. Can I phrase it that way? That makes sense. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Why? Yeah, here they come. See? Knight of Swords. There they are. crossed by the Knight of Swords. Here they come. But it's very selfish. The Knight of Swords has one specific message. You know, it ties a little bit. Somebody might want to have you, might tie with the Mercury reading, or somebody wants just to have you see it their way, right? Somebody wants you to have it their way. Sounds very Burger King-y, doesn't it? All right. Sort of the opposite of Burger King, where you get it your way. Instead, Burger King wants you to have it their way. Okay, all right. I guess I can see that. The king and why? Because the Burger King is the King of Wands, right? Got to have it their way, and he orders this knight. That's the Knight of Wands. All right. What's on top? The High Priestess. Yeah, there's a hidden motive here. You don't see it coming. I mean, the secret. Somebody's not telling you something. Yeah, they're breaking a rule to come see you. It's causing somebody else some real fucking sleepless night. I'll tell you. I know they're not shooting pool with George. I know they're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not shooting pool with anybody. Well, it depends if you want to. Well, if you want to use pool as a euphemism, I guess. Anyway, why is the High Priestess here? 4 of Pentacles. They're holding something back. They're not telling you something. They're coming in, giving you one specific message. Very selfish. They want you to see things their way, but they're leaving something out. They're coming in. They're breaking a rule to come see you. It's probably why it ends in 3 swords. It might. It's a warning. This 3 of swords is a warning for you. Do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. All right. I'm not the boss of you. I just read energy. That's it. All right. Let's have the universe add all this up. Add it up. But somebody else is very upset that they're coming to see you. I don't think they're good at breaking rules. You know, I could always sneak out. I was really good at sneaking around. This person's not very good at it. It's like, if you're sneaking out of the house, you don't slam the door when you leave. You know, that kind of thing. All right, here we go. Add it all up, universe. What actions they going to take? Give me the incoming energy. We got a big week of readings coming up. Wow. Including tomorrow, aren't I? I'm pulling on Mars tomorrow. On Sunday. Mars and Leo. It's just there. It's just there now. I'm going to let it get warmed up a little. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I love Mars and Leo. I do. I love it with the context of the energies that are around right now. Some of that is showing up here, especially with Sneaky Deaky person here. Although, you know, it is Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, crossing the center card I'm going to pull, adding all this up. There's that. Look at that. It flew out of the deck. It came back. I've been shuffling like crazy. It came all the way back. 7 of Pentacles. I showed it to you earlier. Remember I hit it with my hand? There he is. The guy, the King of Wands, the Burger King, right, who orders that night. We just got done talking about him. Yep, here he comes. What's underneath this Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, the Fool. Somebody's slow to get off their ass here. It takes forever. I mean, it's going to be a while before he gets oranges. I've grown enough orange trees from seeds to know that it's going to take a long fucking time. Okay? Somebody here is slow on the... very slow to get off their ass. And they know it. All right? And they know it. What's red with that? Okay. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. Somebody's, usually their ego, whoever this is, okay, what we're getting here when we add it up is there's an ego. There's a person with a big ego. Normally that keeps them from coming towards you because they don't want to get their ego hurt. They don't want to be vulnerable, okay? In this case here, it's having kind of a feedback loop effect where yeah, they don't want to get their ego hurt, but then they feel stupid for not coming towards you, which hurts their ego. So it comes around, right? It's sort of like the feedback loop you get when you eat potato chips. You know, you just want to have one chip. You eat the one chip. The salt on the chip makes you want to have another chip, so you tell yourself, well, just one more. You do about 500 just one mores before you put the bag down, right? Same thing happens with cigarettes and things like that. I remember when I was quitting, I counted them up once, I had probably 1,200 last cigarettes, right? It's my last one. I'm going to throw it. That's it. I threw the last one down over 1,200 times, you know. It's a bit of that. Somebody here is feeling stupid for the very reason that usually makes them feel safe. So, I mean, it can cause all kinds. We see it here. You see it here with this. Somebody's not trusting their instincts, and that's really so it's slowing things down. But again, we've got the potential here. If somebody would just trust their instincts a little bit, they'd take a leap of faith. But instead, there it is, 5 of Swords. They stab themselves in the foot, okay, and end up doing nothing with the 4 of Swords. But there's that 6 of Cups there. There's this feeling in the air, and I got it here. It came out here in the 12th position. There's this nostalgia in the air for what they could have had, what could have been, what might have been. And that's why this top row came out the way it did on many levels. It's there. It's permeating. So there is forward movement, and we are at the end of this bullshit. 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. The energy is setting up where this fucker actually does something. And maybe smartens up and changes that shirt. Gets out of that red shirt into something a little bit more subdued, you know, and mellows out the ego a little bit. It's possible. All right? The energy is setting up for that. But yeah, I like the way this energy flows. Some of you are in for some real surprises this week for sure. All right. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best. All right. Good luck.